Hey guys, so we're going to start. My name is Connor. I will be your teacher for today. We will be learning about roots, but a little bit more about me. I'm from America. I studied environmental science at university in Virginia. I love science. I hope you guys love science. I love building things, growing things. Oh, I already see someone's plant. That's awesome. So I'd like everyone to get their plants ready. I'm going to have a few people show me their plants. Let's see everyone's plants to start off. Good job. I'm liking everyone's plant. Does everyone have a plant? Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to call on someone and I'd like to learn something about your plant. How about Jenny?
This is my plant and saproot. The main roots is long and the smaller roots is just a bit short and it's grown on the main root.
Awesome. I like your roots. What do they feel like?
They feel rough.
Rough. Awesome. So like rope or something. Awesome. Okay, Sharn. I like your plant. Let's see your plant.
I can't pull it off because it's
It's okay. You want to hold it really close to the camera?
the roots are all tangled in and it only needs water, no soil.
They're all tangled, no soil. Yeah, those
Yeah.
roots do need water though.
Yeah, I already put water in them.
Yeah, awesome. What type of plant is it? Do you know?
No,
No. Is it green?
it's green, but I think there's some spider making webs here.
Uh-oh. Don't let the spider eat your plant. They don't do that, but don't let it eat it. How about Dorito? Dorito's in the class. Plant? It looks like it started from a peanut. It's really tiny roots. Awesome plant. Okay, let's have me see your plant. Can I see the roots of your plant?
Yes, it's just so small.
So small. How many are there?
I think it was 5 of them.
5.
One are small, one are big.
Are they
I'm
growing?
not sure about it. Yes, it's growing up the leaf. It's growing, but
Yeah.
I just take it out.
Awesome. You might
So
want to
it
put it back
can
in.
grow more.
Yeah, you need to put it back in
Like
so it can
this.
grow more. David.
This is my plant. It is a bit too tall for this computer.
It looks really tall. Where'd you get the plant?
I planted it 2 months ago,
2 months ago. Did you start it from seed?
just from seed.
Do you know what type of plant it is?
It is an orange plant.
An orange plant. That's beautiful. I really like it. Did you eat the orange?
It hasn't got flowers yet.
Okay. Where'd you get the seed? Did you eat the orange and then take the seed and then plant it?
Yeah,
Ah, that's awesome. How many leaves do you think it has?
about more than 20.
More than 20. Awesome. And can you see the roots at all, or is it in soil?
It is in soil.
It is in soil. Okay, let's keep it that way so it keeps on growing, okay? Good job, everyone. I'm glad that I saw everyone's plant. I'm going to show everyone my plant. I also have a peanut plant, and you can see that it has one really, really long root and a bunch of little hairs sticking off of it. And we're going to learn about those hairs today during our lesson. We also have a plant over here. Let's see if I don't get too dirty. This might get me dirty. We also have this plant. This is from your school. See all these tiny little roots, and we're going to learn the name of these roots today. I'm going to share my screen. Today we're learning about roots. Can someone name me really quickly a part of this tree? Could you name a part of the tree? You know?
Roots.
Roots. Perfect. So yeah, they're in the ground. Very good. Jenny.
Branch.
Branch. Awesome. Philip, can you name me another part of the tree?
Leaves.
Leaves. Yeah, perfect. The leaves. What color are the leaves?
Green.
Green. Yeah, easy. Good job. Good, everyone. Let me give you the answers. You got leaves, branches, trunk, bark, flowers, seeds, and roots. So yeah, the leaves are green and are connected to the branches, which are then connected to the trunk. You have bark, which kind of acts like skin around the tree and protects it from insects, weather. It gets really cold outside. Trees will flower, and that's so bees can pollinate the flower and it can reproduce, which will produce seeds, and those seeds will turn into new trees. And once again, the roots are very important, and roots keep the plants fixed firmly in the ground. So this is one of the most important roles or purposes of having a root. So keeping the plant actually stuck into the ground and standing up is a very big, important role for roots. So we have taking root. I would like someone to read Taking Root for the class. Let's have ice cream. Could you read Taking Root for me?
Roots spread out
underground to absorb water and nutrients from the earth. They are covered in hair to take in as much water as possible.
Awesome. Thank you, Ice Cream. So yeah, so these, you can see in the picture, you can see it's zoomed into this plant and there's a root here and you can see the tiny, tiny, tiny little hairs. These hairs will increase the amount of dirt and soil and nutrients that it's surrounding, and will also make it so when there's a rain or water, those little tiny hairs are where the water will go into the plant to help the plant grow. If your roots are damaged or they're not big enough, your plant might start turning funny colors or might start dying and turning brown. So everyone that showed me their plant today, make sure you put it back into water or soil that you're watering. So these little tiny hairs can give the plant nutrients and water. What we're gonna do now is I have 3 passages here. Storage system far out and stuck in the mud, and then 3 images that are associated with the text. So what I'm gonna have someone do is read out a passage and match it to one of the numbers. Ming, would you like to read storage system for the class, please?
Okay. Storage system. Not everything underground is a root. Bulbs are food storage systems that contain the leaves and stems of new plants. When the plant grows, the roots descend.
Perfect, thank you. And I'm gonna have another student match that for me. Anna, what image does that relate to?
3.
Yeah, number 3. Number 3 is a bulb. Good job, Anna. Okay, so guys, let's read far out now. So I'm gonna have Honey. Can you read far out for our class?
Roots can only grow where there is water. Tree roots near the surface grow outwards, up to 4 times the width of the tree. Other roots can dig down deep enough to break through seawards.
Awesome. Do you have any idea what image it belongs to? 1, 2, or 3?
2.
2. Very good. Yeah, you can see those big, big roots stretching out underground, maybe even big enough to break through a sewer. Very good. And then I will read us Stuck in the Mud. Stuck in the mud. Mangroves live in swamps. Their huge prop roots support the stems to stop them from being washed away. The tangled roots also trap mud, which has nutrients for the trees. So does anyone know what a mangrove looks like? Let's choose Dorito.
1.
1. Perfect job, Dorito. So I have a little video for us to watch together. So please pay attention. It's really short. It's only 30 seconds. We're gonna have someone read the inside story first though. David, so would you like to read inside story for us?
Yes. Inside story. To start growing, a seed needs air, water, and the right temperature. The seeds absorb air and water, which makes it swell and split. Then the first root breaks through.
Thank you, David. We're gonna watch germination. And the definition for germinate in your book was when a seed starts growing into a plant. So let's watch that happen. You can see those tiny roots start to emerge. If you guys look super closely, you can see tiny, tiny hairs. Can anyone tell me what they just saw? What was the first thing to come out of the seed after germination or during germination? Philip.
The things go out first is the root.
Yeah, the roots. Why do you think the roots might come out first?
Because when the seed is in the ground, the roots have to grow out to take in water for the plant to grow up the stem.
Awesome. Yeah, so it needs water and nutrients so the plant can grow. Can someone give me one more reason why the seed grows its roots first? Sushi.
They grow the hair.
Yeah, they grow the little tiny hairs. That's so they can absorb more water and nutrients. Those little hairs also, once again, they give support to the seed because after the roots grow, the plant is going to start to grow. And if the plant started growing before the roots, the plant would topple over and fall over, and that wouldn't be good. So yeah, those tiny hairs are giving water, nutrients, and supporting it into the ground. Very good. So we have a little matching activity for you guys. We have numbers 1 and 2, 3 and 4. And you have to tell me which ones are similar and which ones are different. And there is one correct answer, A, B, C, or D, if you can find it. But right now, all we're doing is let's compare number 1 and number 2. Let's compare those two images and describe to me the similarities of it and the differences. So things that are the same, things that are different. Let's have B.
I think number 1 has many hair of root. Number 2 not have many and it have less than.
That was perfect. So she just mentioned that number 1 has many hairs and number 2 has one big hair with only a few little hairs coming off. Let's have Funny. You compare images 1 and 2 for me? Some differences or similarities?
Images 1 and 2. Number 1 have more roots and it took in more nutrients.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit better at taking in nutrients.
The second one just have a little bit of roots and it have to take lesser nutrients than
Exactly.
the number 1.
Thank you. We have images 3 and 4. Let's compare images 1 and 3 though. Me.
Images 1 have lesser roots than images 3.
Yeah, image 3 might have more roots. So that's grass, and grass grows out and has tons and tons of hair roots. Good job. The correct answer to this page was B, because 2 and 4 are both the same root. So 1 and 3 are fibrous roots. So can everyone say fibrous root? Tap root. Everyone say tap root. So yeah, 1 and 3 were fibrous roots, and 2 and 4 are tap roots. My plant that I showed you guys before, that I just got everywhere, is a fibrous root. You guys look at your plants today, try to figure out if it's a fibrous root or a tap root. Tap root would also be like a carrot. We have a little bit of review now. Number 1, roots do not protect trees from wind. Amy.
Root.
Let's check. False. They do protect trees from wind. When the wind blows, the roots will stop it from falling over. In heavy wind, have you guys ever seen a tree falling over onto the ground? It's because the wind is too strong for the roots. How about number 2? Roots spread underground to absorb water and nutrients from the earth. Rito.
True.
Perfect. True. Yeah, roots, one of the main functions of roots is to spread underground and absorb water and nutrients. I shall do number 3. Roots can dig down deep enough to break sewers. This is the far out section that we did earlier, and they can reach down deep enough, almost 60 meters into the ground, and can break sewers. So they're very strong. If you've ever seen a plant bust through like concrete or go through concrete, roots are very, very strong. They can go into almost anything if there's water or nutrients it's looking for. Number 4, when a seed germinates, the first thing to emerge are the leaves. Darn.
Definitely it is false.
Definitely is false. Awesome, yeah. Leaves weren't the
Yeah.
first thing to emerge. It was the roots.
And not the leaves.
Yeah. Taproots are when a plant has roots of all equal size. Does anyone remember what a tap root looks like? Where the roots all of equal size, where they're all the same size, like hair or no? You can put an X or have a little vote. I'm gonna look at you guys. X or O's, X or O's. X. Good job, guys. That is false. This is your summary for today, but I'm gonna go over your homework first. So if you guys get the PowerPoint, feel free to go over the summary. This will have all the information that we have learned. So you have your adaptation research notebook. You should finish Leaf It Out, which is pages 7 through 11. We're gonna be learning about leaves on Monday as well as Tuesday. So we're gonna have 2 lessons on leaves. Make sure you start to take some notes of the leaves of your plant at home, okay? So you can talk to it about the class at the beginning of class. Let's go over the summary real quick.
Roots are the part of the plant that absorb nutrients and water.
So this is one of the main points of today. Just remember that roots are there for the nutrients and water in the soil. If there weren't roots for the plant, they would not survive. The tree or the plant has no way of getting water nutrients through any other means other than its roots. Roots are so important. Discovery number 2, roots are what keep plants in the ground even when it is windy. So once again, this is the other main function of a root, is to keep it in the ground, to keep the plant in the ground. Germination is when a seed starts growing into a plant. Roots are the first to develop after the seed splits open.
Roots have tiny hairs that help absorb as much water as possible.
Yeah, and why do you think these roots have the tiny hairs? Other than, like, what do you think it allows them to do?
Take waters and keep it from falling.
Yeah, so it lets it spread itself out. It gives itself something called surface area. It gives it more area to absorb water. Number 5, taproots, a straight root growing vertically downward and forming the center from which smaller secondary roots come out of. Raise your hand if you can tell me a taproot that you might eat. Anyone know of a taproot that you might eat? A root that grows straight down in the ground. Burrito.
A carrot.
Yeah, so next time you guys are eating a carrot, you guys will know you're eating a root that was growing in the ground. And it has one of those big, big roots. Fibrous roots, a root that branches off in all directions and are equal size. I want you guys to remember this as hair. Okay, guys, so class is over. Just make sure you do your homework over the weekend, and we will learn about leaves on Monday. It was nice meeting everyone. Have a good class.